This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Two programs very similar in their DNA, rugged and tough, sort of epitomizing the Heartland and playing for the Heartland Trophy.
It's an old rivalry, but a relatively new trophy in this game. And trust me, Wisconsin, Iowa, they don't care that it's new. It's another thing to put in their trophy case and both teams want it.
Yeah, everybody wants the trophies. I think it's always fun, but more importantly, you want the bragging rights that come with it. Rivalry games matter. They matter to fans, they matter to players, they matter to coaches. That every game's the same nonsense, it's not true.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To the air. It's Luck. Grabs it in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
That's caught. It's Williams. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Brown. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Tough, hard-fought game the last time these two met, with Iowa taking a close one.
Yeah, and Iowa making the plays when they needed to make the plays. And listen, I just like watching these two squads, Palmer, because they're very similar. Their DNA is similar. How they build team is similar. Their offenses usually struggle similarly. So it was a nice win a year ago for the Hawkeyes.
And because of that win, David, I think both these teams, they spent a lot of time in ice tubs after the game. The difference is that Iowa did it with a smile on their face, and they're hoping to do that again. They better load those tubs up with ice because you know this game is going to be physical.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Bauer. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
With jet sweep pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They're working that left side. Stopped after making the catch. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Bauer trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bowl here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these trophy games, and now we're adding new ones to the mix. I'm all for it, man. Big brass bowl on a stand. Good news is both of these teams, Wisconsin and Iowa, they've got a lot of big linemen that can carry that 70-plus pound trophy back to the trophy stand if they win.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Caught behind the line. It's Pauly. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw, it's Bauer. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Might be looking to run. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Looking for a man. It's Locke. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Now that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. Tackled after picking up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
To the air, it's Bauer. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll throw one to his right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a gap. It's White. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Running to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Bauer. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He looks that one in nicely. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum. I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Lofts one high and deep. What a snag by the defense. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Try to get it to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Scanning the field, it's Bauer. Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.